Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
It is day 13 of the What's on Tap podcast, which means we are at the tipping point.
What an unlucky number, but we're halfway there.
No, it's a lucky number because we get more beer.
And it's Friday the 13th.
It is Friday the 13th.
So we are unlucky.
No, we're lucky because we have beer and we have camaraderie and friendship.
It's also Lucia Day.
It is Lucia Day, which makes it equally even more special lucky.
Yes, so
because we get to watch children wear
weird cone-shaped...
Wait, what?
Yeah, so in Swedish Lucia tradition, there are girls. They have like Lucia. They have candles in like a wreath around their head, but the boys are dressed with cone-like hats with stars on them.
Yes,
and they're called stjärngossar or star boys. Do you want to be a star boy, Stefan?
I mean, me in the weekend.
You are my star boy.
But also, I just thought we could watch children. I thought that was what we were doing.
But it's really weird. It has no connection to the Ku Klux Klan.
How you want to watch your children and how I watch my children. Yeah. That's on each of us to decide. But
hopefully you'll pull out the Lucia beer.
I did. I pulled out a barley wine.
Nääs Barley Wine 2024. That's fun.
Yeah, it is. So apparently, I guess this is an annual thing. It's a lot 245. It's a 9.4% ABV start quality, and they don't really say much more than that.
Why didn't I buy this?
Who knows why you do what you do? No one can really.
I usually buy all barley wines
Except this one. Because you don't like Nääs. What do you have against Fast and Furious?
This is so weird.
Why is it weird?
It's weird because when I search for it in my email, I see it in a Systembolaget order with beers that I do remember, but I have no memory of this, and I definitely didn't. Check it in.
Oh, okay. The 2023. This is 2024.
I've had the 2023.
What'd you give it?
In August of this year.
Oh, wow. So you just had it.
Yeah, just a couple of months ago.
So did you just have it in your, like you bought it and forgot about it? Or did you buy it? It wasn't on the shelves recently, was it?
I am getting more and more certain that you and I ordered the same beer at the same time, and I think we got different vintages. I'm not kidding.
I don't think that's the case.
You don't think that's the case?
I'm 100% sure that's not the case.
Okay.
Oh, wait, actually, you know what? I wonder if that is the case. Because now that I think about it, I thought like, oh, I ordered this as part of the monthly, release. But I think actually this was... I needed to order some beers, and I went online and looked up beers that you hadn't had before.
Okay, now Systembolaget counts them as two different products.
Yeah.
It's just a mystery.
Mysteries abound, and that's a great thing about Christmas.
It's a quite light barley wine.
Yeah, it smells like an English barley wine. It's got a nice caramel nose to it. It's some dried fruits on there.
I don't get much aroma.
Do you not?
Did you give me another beer?
Yeah. What you don't know is I actually have the 2023 right below here.
What a mystery.
All right. Well, let's
dive
into this.
Cheers.
Yeah. So when I got this, there were 0 ratings on this.
Wow.
I don't know what there are now. I mean, literally, it wasn't like none of my friends had it. It was literally 0 check-ins on this beer. And I was like, well, that's kind of exciting. I have no idea what to expect from this in any way whatsoever.
Now it has 1 in the entire world. Did we say 9.4%?
We said 9.4%. What did they get it?
I will tell you. It's 325.
Oh, wow.
So then the average would be 325.
Yeah. The average of 1.
Divide by 10, carried 1, multiply by the square root of Yeah.
So
Is this really a barley wine? Isn't this just a malty, malty red ale?
Kind of. I was like, it's just kind of just more like an imperial red ale than it was the. So if you compare this to the Brewhusland Bloody Red Ale from yesterday, which was quite citrusy and a little bitter and very dry, this is just a slightly boozier version of that. It feels like, but a little less citrusy and a little less everything.
Yeah.
This is a real crapshoot. I was like, this is either going to be I didn't think it was going to be great. I thought it was going to be interesting, or it was going to be just utter nonsense. It's not utter nonsense for me, but it's not really doing much for me either.
No, I think it's a sham to call this a barley wine. To be honest,
it's hard to call it a barley wine. I agree with you. There's not much. The nose is a little English barley wine, but all of the flavors and everything, I think it's much. It feels more like a Imperial Red Ale, maybe.
Imperial Ale.
Yeah, Imperial Ale.
It's an ale. You know the style?
Yeah. Beer flavored.
It's a beer flavored.
Ale flavored.
Ale flavored water.
Yeah, if you were to tell me here's a British ale, I'd be like, yes.
Yeah.
That is it. How does it taste? Yes.
There isn't a lot of hop. There shouldn't be a lot of hops unless it's an American barley wine. Mm-hmm. This is a disappointment for me. This is one of those cases where you look at the label and you look at the style and it doesn't really click for me.
Yeah, it really feels like they didn't put any effort into the label as well. It's pretty...
No, but so in 2023, they made it to celebrate their 10-year anniversary as a brewery. And then I guess they just kept making it.
So one more year?
Yeah.
Kept making it. Next year, they decided to do it again.
And
they heard the critics, and the critics were...
Man.
Yeah. And we said, that's all we need.
Let's prove them wrong in some way.
Let's do it again, baby. And that's all we got. The carbonation is pretty nice on this, but the mouth feels pretty lacking. I don't think it's that interesting of a beer. I'm going to go with the 275 on this one again.
If I'm really nice, I'll round it up to a 3.
Yeah, it could be a 3.
It's probably a 270. It's somewhere there. 275, 3. Yeah. It depends on if I hold my hand over the label or not. If I blind taste it, I think it's slightly better.
Yeah, I would probably give it a... Yeah, if I didn't know it was a barley wine, I'd probably give it a 3. But
Exactly.
as a barley wine, it's definitely a 275. It's kind of hurting in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But, at least they tried. I'm glad. I don't think I've had much from this brewery myself.
Well, I've had a lot of Nääs.
Really?
I'm gonna.
Someone's bragging about all the Nääs they've had recently.
Nasty.
Someone's a real Nääs pirate.
No, but they've done.
Are you tapping that Nääs all the time? Let me be honest with you. When was the last time you had a hot piece of Nääs?
Let me just quickly. Nääs 26.
Wow,
That is a lot.
You have been deep into Nääs.
Sort by rating. The highest I've ever given was a 4.
Wow.
In 2015, they had a double IPA collabed with All In and Dry and Bitter.
Oh.
No wonder it was good.
Oh.
And then it just downhill from there.
Yeah, so they end up around a 3 a lot of the time. So they're kind of a real middle of the road brewery. You're not going to get any real highs. You're not going to get... There's like too many lows. Well, the overall rating is around 3s.
Yeah.
So it looks like you're gonna come out with like a this is a beer kind of situation quite often.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good to know. And at least we tried.
Yeah.
And it's part of the fun of the calendar is really digging into these things.
I mean, it is a barley wine, and that has to give it some potential.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
If it had been like a lager or an IPA, I would have skipped it altogether.
Exactly.
And I thought, well, barley wine, there's potential at least. Okay, well, you can find us online at What's on Tap Podcast, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever you find podcasts, you'll find What's on Tap. So until next time,
Keep drinking it, dum-dum.